name is Jackie Pritz. I'm 26 years old and I'm from Orlando, Florida.
I am Caleb Mitchell. I'm 29 and I'm from Franklin, Louisiana.
My name is Dominique Kinsey. I'm from Decatur, Georgia.
Hi, I'm Julio Medina. I'm from Los Angeles, California.
My name is Audrey Crabtree. I was born in the Chattanooga area.
Inspired you to dance?
Honestly, I don't think I was inspired to dance. It was just one of those hobbies my mom put me in for after school, so I wasn't stuck at home all day, amongst a myriad of other activities. But that was the one that stuck with me from childhood through high school and then to college.
My older brother was a street dancer and danced around the house, which in turn made me want to dance around the house. So I started out breaking and popping.
Do you have a degree in dance?
Yes, I have my BFA in dance.
How long have you been dancing?
I've been dancing since I was a kid, but it's been on and off. It didn't get serious until high school. And then it got even more serious in college when I learned you could get a degree in dance, and I was really fortunate to just be welcomed into an awesome dance community.
I've been dancing since I was 6.
What is your life like during a typical week?
During a typical week, I guess I'll say there is no typical week just because of all the different projects I'm on. But my routine is working my full-time job every day and then teaching weekly. And then currently my weekends are filled with rehearsals. So if anything, I'm really trying to find downtime for myself.
In a typical week, I start my weekday, my Monday, doing boxing. So that's my workout on Monday. I box and then review whatever stuff we went over for the weekend with ALA. And then throughout the week, I go to a stunt gym and train. I train at home. I edit video a lot.
What are your routines to stay fit and have a career inside of dance and if not outside of dance?
To keep my body healthy as a dancer, I nourish it. I nourish it with foods that make me feel good and try to eat nutrient-dense meals, as well as just trying different movement styles and different body patterning so my body's not stuck in any one way. I like to cross-train with weightlifting, HIIT workouts, martial arts, etc. So I think involving that with dance just keeps my body, keeps everything dynamic.
I box, I do gymnastics and tumbling. So all of those things keep me in shape.
Do you have a career outside of dance or are you only a professional dancer?
I am an arts administrator full-time at Emory University as a program coordinator, specifically of the Arts and Social Justice Fellowship. And then I'm currently also the operations manager of Dance ATL. And so those are my full-time. And then of course, as a dancer, I got the hustle. So dancing for multiple people around the community and teaching dance and dog sitting and all the things.
I've worked on a couple commercials, an Affleck commercial. I've worked on a couple of low-budget films, but I'm also a stunt performer. I do like fights, falls. My wife and I, we run a media company together, so we have clients, we have to shoot and edit a lot of stuff.
How does it feel to be a company member at ALA?
I love being a company member at ALA Dance. It's a lot of fun. I love the people involved. Everyone is so sweet and kind and willing to always help each other learn new things. And just it's such an encouraging environment. So yeah, I just love the people I'm involved with, especially ET's direction. I think he's a great artistic choreographer.
It's awesome. It's awesome being a company member at ALA. I have known Atarius since 2011, so about 11 years now. Moved to Atlanta around the same time, and I've been on his head about starting a company, and he finally did. So it's kind of like something you watch go from a seed to a flower, so it's kind of cool.
How do you connect to the piece that you're performing for Dance Canvas and the upcoming performance in the summer?
I connect to the pieces that we're performing in Dance Canvas through lineage. Something that Atarius does at the beginning of the piece is we journal and we talk about, he asks us some questions and we answer them. This one was mostly about family history, and so we had to pick these dates that were pertinent to our lives and our family history. And so that automatically integrated me into being connected to the piece because now it's personal to me. The dates are personal.
Yes.
And then the movement exploration that AT does is also super collaborating. He lets us come up with stuff. So we connect to the movement and also to the content of the movement.
I connect heavily with it because it's about family lineage, and that's like part of my own personal research right now as well, is navigating my Filipino culture, my ancestry, the history of the Philippines and how that relates to Filipino Americans. So the fact that Cabbage in the Concrete is about lineage and learning about relationships and generational relationships with people that maybe currently exist or have in the past, like your ancestors, and also like thinking about your descendants as well. I think just like because that's my own personal research right now, it's like it's very relevant to the work that AT is doing. So I like those connections, and I know I'm making it very personal to me again with researching like Filipino culture and where I am in that journey for myself.
How are you preparing for the show?
Okay, I can't believe the show. I can't believe the show is this weekend. So this week I'm going to be finding a lot of rest. I'm going to be listening to the music a lot, watching the videos every day, and do some sort of movement for my body because this work requires a lot of endurance. I am both nervous and excited. More so excited. This is my first time performing at the First Center on such a big stage, so I'm really pumped for that. And I think the nerves are just natural, like stage nerves. I haven't performed on like a traditional proscenium theater in probably before COVID.
I'm preparing for the show by watching our rehearsal videos and I'm trying to remember the choreography. I am very nervous. I'm always very nervous before a show. But I'm excited. This is a new space for me to be a part of. I've been dancing with AT for years, but I've never danced with AT under someone else. So it's kind of cool to be a part of it.
What other prep work do you do for performances? Like, do you have a ritual that you do the night before or the morning? And what type of affirmations do you tell yourself?
I don't know if I would say I have a ritual, but I definitely try to ground myself because the nerves are natural. So deep breaths, meditating, journaling, finding quiet time really helps ground me. And then at UF, something that we did was like a little song and be in community with one another, circle up before the show and just like connect. And so that's what we've been doing with the company in all of our performances, is just circling up and touching one another and connecting our breaths before we go on stage. In terms of affirmations, I guess I don't have a set list of affirmations, but I think in terms of affirmations, I'm not standing in front of a mirror and just saying something to myself, but I do talk to myself and just like hype myself up because I'm probably the last person to do that for myself. I think like naturally, like my boyfriend will do that, our friends will do that, but I'm like trying to learn to encourage myself and reminding myself that like, if I do look in the mirror, the person that's in the mirror deserves that love, deserves that encouragement, and that's all they want. And so I think affirmation-wise, I'm just like telling myself, like, sorry for the expletive, but fuck it, I can do it. Like, again, shedding the negative. My friend from college, Brina Coco, would tell me before I did my senior solo, and that has stuck with me.
No, I don't really have one. I kind of just let my day go as is, and then right before I perform, then I like warm up and stretch out and really get everything. Because if I do too much too early, I get stressed out and then I don't do as well.
How has it felt being observed during the last two rehearsals by me, of course?
It's felt good. You were very quiet. So sometimes we don't know you're here. But
It feels natural, to be honest, to be observed.
You into dance, and how long have you been studying dance?
I started dancing in church at first when I was like 4 or 5 years old, and then my parents just saw the passion and it just progressively kept doing its thing. Yeah.
How long have you been studying dance?
Sorry, I've been studying dance since literally like 4 or 5, so yeah, and then went to school for it, and I'm still teaching and still trying to train as much as I can, so yeah.
What does your daily life look like?
Daily life, I work out in the mornings, I work at a coffee shop afterwards, and then I teach in the evenings, Monday through Friday. And then have rehearsals on the weekends, typically.
So I know you're a KSU dance alumni, so what is that,
wire stuff, I ride horses.
that transition been from being in like collegiate dance to like professional dance and like being a company member or like going to auditions?
Being like my KSU dance experience was a little different because I was already kind of doing the professional. I didn't really dance at KSU as much, yeah. So I did like the auditions and Dance More in Atlanta during my time in college. So the transition wasn't too crazy because I was kind of accustomed to it, especially like with the people I was surrounded by. So it was pretty smooth.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Yes, no problem.
What's your occupation?
I am an assistant professor at Emory University in the Dance and Movement Studies program.
So what got you into dance and how long have you been studying dance?
I've always have loved to dance ever since I was a little kid, but I didn't pursue it until I was in college. I took an improvisation class and that got me hooked in dance. But before that, in high school, I was learning hip hop and basic breaking skills. And I've been dancing for about 12 years now. Yeah.
Oh, how old are you?
I'm 31.
Okay.
So I didn't start until I was 18.
Gotcha.
Really. So actually that might be 13 years. No, this would be my 14th year. I think my math is right. Yeah.
I think so too. What does your daily life look like? It could be random.
Daily
It
life.
could be routine.
Wake up between 6:30 and 7, and then drink some coffee and let the dogs out. I have 2 dogs, 2 Labradoodles. Let them out so they can do their thing. I drink my coffee. I try to figure out the Wordle from the New York Times in the morning, or I read. We might go for a walk, and then I might do a little yoga, stretch, meditation in the morning. Then I'm ready to eat, and then I do some emails, work, and I'll go teach at Emory after that, where I dance. And then I come back home and take the dogs on another walk or play with them outside. You know, dinner, watch a TV show, stretch it out, go to bed, rinse and repeat.
I started dance as a toddler, and I have studied dance ever since. I'm a dancer because it is the only place that I exist in space and time where I feel like my absolute most full self. I can center myself through dance. I can relinquish all the confusion of my mind and feel very secure in who I am as a being when I dance. So that is the reason it is a staple of my existence.
Oh, that's beautiful. camera did not get what I had said before. So when I first went in for the open company class today, it was kind of scary because I didn't really know what to expect, but I think overall it went really well. Like, I was able to kind of just let go and listen to the music. Then the rehearsal, they didn't do too much full out or willing to try this or try that. I think that's really interesting. I thought maybe they always have it like set and then you just teach it and then you keep it moving, but I guess that's not the case. But after final thoughts, I think it's really fun. I'm excited to start my interviews next rehearsal on the 20th of March, and from there I will see y'all then. 15 minutes late to class. Today is a release and technique class from 10 to 11:30, followed by a rehearsal. And I don't know, I feel kind of indifferent, but maybe that's because that's kind of how I felt for a little minute now. After Billy talking to me, it kind of made me understand a little bit more about myself and focusing on me when I'm dancing. So I hope to do that today. Even though I'm kind of like crackhead, I'm running late, but what's new? I would say this is like my third class. So I'm not as nervous. I kind of know like what to expect. Just kind of keep going in there and try to have fun and just be me, because I have a problem with that. I really look like a crackhead. Well, class went well. It was like a trick, more like a tricks class, but like more so like street tricks. So it was different, never done it before, but I think I had fun for the most part. Some of the stuff I could definitely work on, but this is all a learning process, and that's what I have to remind myself. We are learning. It's all about learning. Okay, so it is 7:06 p.m. March 25th. I am headed to the show day. We're going backstage. I'm about like 6 minutes late. He said to go 2 levels down and then to the left. I don't know. It's looking like it's gonna go to the right. I don't know. I've never been here. It looks like it's on the Georgia State or Georgia Tech campus. I am excited. I think they're going to do an awesome job. All of the rehearsals that they've had have gone really, really well. They've had a couple minor things that they had to change, but other than that, they got it. So I'm excited to see it on the stage. Excited to see how they're feeling before, and we'll see. All right, we made it. with the dancers, see how they're feeling before I go charge my phone. We're gonna find some way how to get back in. Hi, how are you?
Good. I'm excited. I'm really excited. It's opening night.
Yes. Hello, how are you feeling?
Good. How are you?
How are you feeling?
Hi, good. What's up?
Immunity.
Yeah, we can take.
Here, cheers to a great show. Cheers. Oh, that's good. Every time.
That's good.
Every time. Takes your breath away.
So how are you feeling? How are you doing?
I'm feeling good. I'm a little bit nervous, but I think it's good nervous energy. It's going to go great, and I like to visualize myself moving through the opens.
I'm really good. I'm a little frantic because I just did a lot of running around before coming in, so I'm just trying to recenter my mind to just focus on what I need to do. But I mean, cleanliness is my intention. Cleanliness and breath.
I'm ready. Family members that came before me, and just like family members that I lost and that I still love and I miss. And that sort of gives me a little strength and a little drive to do it. So I guess my affirmation is you can do it, and to do it with love.
I'm good. I'm excited. I get to share tonight with all these people, which is very exciting. I think the adrenaline for me tonight is higher than usual because I feel like I haven't had this time in a theater space with a theater audience in so long. Reconnecting with that feeling is bringing me like this fluid of excitement. I think the magic of it has worn off when it's something you do so regularly, and then to have that access and come back. It's really bringing me to a special place. So I'm pumped.
We're at 10 minutes.
Thank you, Ted. I don't tend to spend too much time with the material before I do a show. For me, that's not the way for me to center myself.
Yeah.
The regimen of exercises that's short and reliable. It doesn't wear me out, but I know I can count on my body.
Yes.
And then after I've done that, I have some specific ones for tonight. I'm a little hoarse, and we do speak in this piece. So in the car ride over, I said my voice will be strong and clear. I'm trying to manifest that. I told myself that I had the strength, calm, to be present with the people on stage.
Feeling good. I think normally before shows I'm really nervous and like stressed about choreography and movement, but today I'm feeling very grounded and just excited to get out there and dance for this audience and be on a stage. And it's been so long since I've done that, and just kind of be able to tell the story. I've been telling myself to just be really present and in the moment with the rest of the cast and just breathe through everything and allow each thing to have its moment and allow myself to enjoy it as well.
Yes.
To commemorate tonight.
Yes. Thank you.
1 second.
Aww.
Thank you. So sweet. So much. Give this man a hug.
Aww.
Good pop, good pop, good pop.
So, how do you feel?
I feel so good. I feel like it was a really good run for the entire company, and the hard part is over with opening night. So tomorrow will also be a really great run for us. Before the show, I definitely got those nerves. I knew it would happen, and I just kept guarding myself, kept breathing. The team really connected backstage. I mean, we've been kind of connecting ever since call time, but been breathing together, hugging each other, which feels so good. Just like being silly with one another,
Yes.
pushing, like all those things, and then giving ourselves space to just also be ourselves and do our body before the show, because we all have different rituals and routines. So I found myself like
grounding myself a lot. Literally lying on the ground and like feeling my chest rise and fall. And yeah, I was really hyped. When the projection started with Ataria speaking, it was like, okay, there's no going back, only forward. The run went really well, and there's some really special moments that happened. Like Caleb said, I think we're all really trying to connect with one another. Julio and I made eye contact for the first time in a very specific section that felt really nice. And there's an awesome moment with Caleb and I when he does like a 540 and I do a tornado coming out of the floor and we're facing each other, and it's just like so close in such a quick moment, but it's so satisfying for me to do that with him. And then off to the races to the next thing. Yeah, some of the tricks felt really good too, like a little kip up I do off my head was solid, and Julio said it went well, so I feel good about that. And yeah, I'm just really proud of ourselves, like coming together. I knew it was going to be a great run, but I felt so emotionally connected to the cast in a way I haven't in the past, and definitely with the gift of Diego Tarias and just talking with him. I really feel like this is like a company, and we're here for him and for each other, and we're like nothing but support. And I really loved that. So I'm like on top of the world, and I'm just so happy to share that enthusiasm with you and with everyone.
Running late again, but today is the last day of the honors contract, so I'm a little sad, but that doesn't mean I still can't come visit them.
Our mantra is shedding, like I'm shedding, like being overly committed to things, shedding negative thoughts or anything that doesn't serve me. And so I'm trying to remember that, because I also like to overcommit myself quite a bit and say yes because I love the person or the opportunity, but then I get drained and tired and burnt out, and that's a cycle that I need to like intentionally stop. So that's the thing about dance, it's sharing. And so like, you know, that is kind of its intention, at least in this respect. So I'm happy to share what we're doing with you.
Issue with being in dance spaces a lot of the times because I did not take class. I'm from a street dancing background. I have to remember that even though I move differently, it's okay. So I remind myself that I'm in this piece because of how I move and not trying to be something that I'm not. So that's something I have to constantly remind myself of, being in spaces with dancers.
Well, thank you so much for letting me ask you these questions, and
Of course.
I really appreciate it.